Good evening, I'm Roger, and welcome to NFL Trending. Tonight's top story is one that has ignited debate across the NFL community. It involves Cleveland Browns analyst remarks about rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders, following a viral interview that has quickly taken over headlines. The controversy is stirring discussions about maturity, expectations, and the spotlight that comes with being one of the most talked about young players entering the league. Let's break it all down. Shedeur Sanders, the highly publicized son of Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, and now quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, has never been far from the spotlight. His college career at Colorado brought intense media attention, and that spotlight has only grown brighter since his transition into the NFL. With his father's legacy looming large, Shedeur was already under scrutiny, but a recent interview has pushed the conversation in a direction few anticipated. During a sit-down with reporters earlier this week, Shedeur was asked about the pressures of playing in the NFL and how he handles criticism. His response was blunt, confident, and, in the eyes of some, perhaps a little too self-assured. Sanders told reporters that he doesn't listen to outside noise, and that critics don't understand what it takes to be at his level. While some fans applauded the confidence, others interpreted it as arrogance. Clips from the interview quickly went viral, sparking heated discussions on social media platforms like X, Instagram, and TikTok. Enter the Browns analyst. During a local sports radio show, the team's own analyst weighed in on the viral moment. His comments were sharp, calling Shedeur Sanders childish, and suggesting that the young quarterback should focus on proving himself on the field rather than delivering bold statements to the media. The analyst argued that while confidence is necessary, Sanders' approach comes across as immature and potentially divisive in a locker room filled with veterans who expect accountability. Those remarks have divided fans and analysts alike. Some agree wholeheartedly, saying Shedeur needs to show more humility before he has truly earned his place. Others defend him, arguing that confidence is part of his identity, and that critics are unfairly targeting him simply because of his last name and high-profile upbringing. Regardless of where one stands, there's no denying that the interview, and the reaction to it, has created a storm of conversation around the Browns' young quarterback. Now, let's put this into context. Shedeur Sanders is not just another rookie. He carries the weight of being Deion Sanders' son, and that brings both opportunity and scrutiny. Fans and media have been fascinated with his journey from Jackson State to Colorado, and now to the NFL. That path has been covered relentlessly, with every step dissected in detail. For some, his confidence feels like an extension of his father's swagger, something that has been part of the Sanders brand for decades. For others, it feels premature, a rookie entering a veteran league where respect is earned week by week. On the field, Sanders has shown flashes of brilliance. His arm strength, pocket presence, and ability to stay calm under pressure are traits that made him a highly touted prospect. However, he's still learning the speed of the NFL game. His preseason outings have had ups and downs, as expected from any young quarterback adjusting to professional defenses. Analysts stress that patience is needed, but patience is something that can be scarce in today's NFL media landscape. Every mistake, every soundbite, every reaction is amplified to the highest degree. The Browns analyst's comments labeling Sanders as childish might have been blunt, but they touch on a broader theme: the question of maturity in the NFL. Many rookies face growing pains, not just in terms of football performance, but also in handling the media and public perception. Social media makes that adjustment even harder. For Sanders, who already had a massive following before stepping onto an NFL field, the learning curve is even steeper. Some of Shedeur's teammates have also weighed in. Reports indicate that several Browns players privately support their young quarterback, praising his work ethic and dedication in practice. Veterans on the team have reportedly been mentoring him on how to navigate the media while keeping the focus on football. The locker room dynamic will be critical here. If Sanders' confidence translates into leadership and performance, players will rally behind him. But if his comments become distractions, they could quickly create tension in a team looking to build chemistry. Let's not forget the Browns organization itself. The franchise has dealt with plenty of quarterback drama over the years, from high draft picks that didn't pan out to veterans who failed to deliver. Fans are desperate for stability at the position. The arrival of Shedeur Sanders brought excitement, but also pressure. Every word, every throw, and every decision will be under the microscope. The analyst's critique may reflect a cautious approach from within the Browns circle, a reminder that the spotlight can burn as much as it can shine. Media reactions to this story have been varied. National sports shows have picked up the segment, debating whether Shedeur's comments were confident or arrogant. Some former players have defended him, saying that young quarterbacks need that swagger to survive in the NFL. Others, including some retired coaches, argue that humility goes a long way in earning respect. It's become a national talking point, transcending Cleveland and becoming a broader conversation about what fans and analysts expect from rookies in today's league. As the season progresses, this storyline will undoubtedly continue to evolve. Shedeur Sanders will have opportunities to prove himself on the field, and ultimately, that's where opinions will be shaped. Wins and strong performances can quickly quiet criticism, while struggles will only fuel more questions. For Sanders, balancing confidence with maturity will be key, both for his own development and for the perception of his role within the Browns organization. It's worth noting that his father, Deion Sanders, has faced similar criticisms throughout his career. Prime Time was known for his swagger, his outspoken personality, and his ability to back it all up with Hall of Fame level play. The question is, can Shedeur walk the same line? Can he turn confidence into performance, swagger into leadership, and headlines into victories? Those are the challenges that lie ahead. For now, the Browns analyst's words, calling Shedeur Sanders childish, serve as both a critique and a cautionary tale. They remind us that in the NFL, words matter as much as actions, especially for rookies under the spotlight. Fans will continue to debate, analysts will continue to dissect, and Shedeur Sanders will continue to carry the weight of expectations on his shoulders. In the end, the only way to silence the noise is on the field. Whether he emerges as the Browns' next great quarterback or simply another chapter in their long search remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, Shedeur Sanders has already become one of the most polarizing figures in the league, and this is only the beginning of his NFL journey. That's all for tonight's edition of NFL Trending. I'm Roger. Stay tuned for more coverage, more analysis, and more stories from around the league. Thank you for joining us, and as always, keep trending with the NFL.